This week, I kept asking myself if I'm pushing myself too hard and if anybody even notices. I'm trying to figure out where the line is between ambition and expecting way too much of myself.
Hello. So unfortunately, it is Monday. I am so tired. You probably see the pumpkins on the counter. Steve and I carved pumpkins last night, and I stayed up a little too late for my liking. And a little too late, like 12 o'clock, which is obviously not insane, but I'm like the kind of person that goes to bed at 9:30. So I'm tired. There's never enough weekend. I firmly believe that there should be 3 days. One for going out and doing all the things that you need to do, one for cleaning your house, and one for just resting. But alas, that is not the world we live in.
I've made it to lunch. I've leftover pizza, and I'm starting a new book today. Starting Verity, Colleen Hoover. Not always my favorite. I've read a couple of her books, and they weren't like amazing to me, or they just weren't for me. But I've heard this one is like a thriller, and it's a standout, and it's Halloween, so I'm sure it is thriller, so I'm gonna give it a go.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, and I'm genuinely annoyed that I have to do life again. I'm tired.
Hello, it's actually Tuesday because I have barely had a minute to stop since yesterday, Monday. We just had such a busy weekend, and then, Monday is Monday. And then we usually go to Steve's dad's for dinner on Monday night, and we ended up hanging out there for a while. So when I got home, I just wanted to crash. I'm watching Game of Thrones, and I usually watch like an episode before I go to bed, and I didn't even get through an episode before I had to call it because I was just like falling asleep and not able to pay attention. Yeah, I'm just getting dinner started now, and I just pulled out the meat that I thawed, and it turned out to be ground chicken, not chicken breast. I had plans on making chicken sandwiches today, but I have to pivot and make some ravioli. It's actually like 6 o'clock, which is pretty late for me to start dinner, but like, the song, I get knocked down but I get up again. Well, when I got home, I was knocked down by my own exhaustion, and I just could not get back up again. Remove all packaging. Bring 8 cups, 2 liters. Is this 2 liters? I'm gonna hope it's 2 liters. So yeah, it is currently the 28th. That means I have 3 days left in my probation period, which, it's pretty exciting to have a little bit of job stability after that's over, so I don't have to be as nervous as I am. The silver lining to my job, if you want to see it, is that it's pretty low stakes. Not a lot going on, so my work days aren't that stressful other than the precariousness of it right now, but like the actual job is really chill. So like not a lot to report about the actual like work, because really I do my silly little tasks and then I come home. It doesn't take up a lot of brain power. But outside of that, I am trying to work on my other goals that do take up a little more brain power, one of which is applying for jobs to find something that's more aligned with the career path that I expected or that I see for myself. So I am working on job applications. I didn't do any last week because, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of being busy, a mixture of things. Paying off my credit card debt is another goal of mine. The next step of that, I have to call Visa and ask them to transfer my balance to a lower interest rate card. So I'm just doing a transfer balance, but I have to make a phone call, which me being a millennial is a challenge. And then of course I'm working on this, which editing is, it's a little overwhelming. I'm like 2 videos behind. I'm still editing last week's work week video, and then I have to edit this weekend. I'm hoping to get last week's work video either up tonight or very close to being able to be posted. So that's the goal for tonight, but I'm still very exhausting. Me and Steve have agreed that this weekend is a rot weekend. We're doing the bare minimum, and the other amount of time we will be on the couch doing nothing. I'm gonna cook dinner now. I'm telling you, every recipe starts with an onion. I don't know why, it's just the way it is. Welcome to my kitchen floor. Isn't it beautiful? So it's almost 7 o'clock and I just finished eating dinner. It was delicious. and I'm just sitting down to edit. I've put on Love is Blind season 9, and yeah, hopefully I can get this done before I go to bed.
It is Wednesday, and I'm just watching some YouTube, drinking my coffee. Did end up getting my video up last night, which, you know, is pretty good. Goal achieved. I don't know what I'm here for. I'm tired. That's not revolutionary. It's another day in the office. Not a whole lot going on there. Just gonna go do my tasks and come home as I usually do. I just there's not enough time in the day. 9 to 5 really I'm just mostly sitting at a computer. Sometimes I have to do manual labor, which is not my favorite. I'm just constantly thinking of all the things that I want to do and I just don't have the time and or energy for it. I'm a big believer in not overdoing it and doing what you have the energy for, not what you think you should be doing. Should is a terrible word. And I wish I exercised more. Luckily for me, my job is semi-active. There is manual labor involved, so I do get a little bit of movement there. But I wish I was more consistent with it. It's just, life is hard, just in general. So I'm just about to head out for work, but I just wanted to say that I have 2 goals for the day, other than the 9 to 5 thing. I want to edit the weekend vlog a little bit and apply for at least 1 job. So those, we'll see if that happens. Do you think I can do it? Yeah, this really says you believe in me.
I dropped my pop socket, or lost my pop socket, backing a couple days ago, and it's been driving me crazy not having it, and I think I spotted it from my window. Ah! Yes. Ah! It is lunchtime, and I have some leftover ravioli from last night, some grapes, 501 juice box, and a muffin. And I'm halfway through Verity, and I don't know if I just haven't read a lot of thrillers, but I'm really enjoying it. I haven't really gotten into Colleen Hoover in the past, but this is a different style for her, and I really like it. I'm really sucked in. I'm really interested in Verity's part of the story. Yeah, if you're looking for something suspenseful and you're kind of a baby, I think this is a good place to start. I have arrived home from work. No major events today, so, not a lot to report. It was okay. Kind of boring. I did my tasks, and now it's over. I am making chicken sandwiches for dinner, so I'm just going to pound out some of this chicken breast. And like I said earlier, put down the weapon. My goals for this evening are to edit a little bit and apply for a couple of jobs. On my break today, I perused a job site, so I have 2 in mind that I want to apply for. So that's the goal. You know, if you wrap your tinfoil, did you know if you wrap your lettuce in tinfoil, it makes it last forever? And it does.
The first video that I posted.
Fucking Jesus Christ. I burned myself on the oven element. Inside the oven. It hurt. Ah! Oh no. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Oh, I'm gonna have to have ice on this constantly. So yeah, I've been home for a little while now. I just cooked dinner and maimed myself. The day went okay up to this point, and my main goals were for tonight to apply for a couple of jobs. I did a little search on my break today, and I found 2 that I'm interested in, so I'm gonna apply for those and edit a little bit, but now I have to do it fingerless. Actually, it's starting, I don't want to jinx it, but it's starting to hurt. It's starting to not as much as I thought it would. I hate burns. I hate them. Even talking about, no, okay, I think I jinxed it. And I burnt the bun that I turned on the oven for. Take 2. And I'm using tongs. My fingies are not going near that oven. Okay, I feel like the outsides are burned, but I'm gonna call it good enough. You don't see it. See it? I need cheese. Is it weird to put cheese on a chicken sandwich? I wanna take the ice off a change or it hurt.
Night. I mean, I was already like on the edge of being a little overwhelmed that I burnt myself, and that kind of put me over the edge. Plus, I burnt a finger that was very crucial for editing. So I sat down to eat, and Steve came home, and it was just very apparent that I wasn't going to do any of the things that I said I was going to do. And the way I see it is that there's two lanes of thought here. One is that I could beat myself up, be really annoyed that I didn't do the things that I said I wanted to do, and be like, I should have been able to do them. You're such a descriptive word that is mean to me. Insert description that is not nice to me here. And like, I think that's a pretty common thing to do. You know, like, you're frustrated with yourself. You tell yourself, I should have been able to do that. You know, somebody else probably would have been able to do that. But there's the other lane in which I am kinder to myself. And I realized that for whatever reason, it just wasn't going to happen tonight. One night of not doing what I said I was going to do won't, you know, the end of the world. But like, if it's a pattern, I think I have to reevaluate my priorities and like what's going on, because clearly something's not working. But for right now, I'm just going to try again tomorrow and hope that I can do what I said I was going to do and not beat myself up about it, because I don't think beating myself up about it is going to get me anywhere. So I'm going to go to bed now, watch Game of Thrones, and then try again tomorrow.
I am not going to lie to you. I'm feeling pretty terrible this morning. I'm just feeling like, I don't know, overwhelmed. I'm gonna get my period in any day now, so that may have something to do with it. Much as I want to tell myself that I'm doing these videos for fun, to document my life, I do care if people want to watch them. I do care. Whether I like to admit it or not, I do care. And when I put a lot of work into a video and then it gets like only a little bit of views and I don't really see any growth, like I try so much to look at the bright side. Like, I got a few comments on the last video and I appreciate that so much. I love engaging with people. I love talking. I love the comments. They meant so much to me. But I'm a human being, and the numbers, it's just some kind of psychological wizardry when it comes to numbers, because we want to see them go up. We just do. I just get in my head like, why do I keep trying? I know I have to push through. It's just really hard for me, and it makes me feel like not good. It makes me feel really shitty. Yeah, it's just, I'm trying to be kind to myself, but it is increasingly difficult. Sunshine, and I have my migraine glasses on. My TMJ is acting up and my head hurts. I'm still reading Verity, like halfway through. Still very much enjoying it. So I'm home from work now. I'm making salmon tonight. I'm making it in the air fryer. But I got some good news today, and I don't want to be like this, but I can't really tell you what it is. But let's just say I don't have to apply for those jobs that I was going to apply for. Or maybe I should. But yeah, it's not as important that I apply for those jobs. So that takes that off my plate, which is pretty cool. I mean, it takes it off my plate for now. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that means I can focus on editing tonight, which is the goal. Luckily for me, this dinner is really simple. It's mostly air fryer. We have this like microwavable rice stuff that I chuck in the microwave. I am going to saute some vegetables, but other than that, pretty simple dinner. Just wanted to check in and say I've been editing for like 2 hours, so I'm a millennial, I'm going to say it. I did the thing.